Hello, coin aficionados, and welcome to PHILINDSING Coin Channel. Today, we have a bunch of Centavos coins from the Philippines. We have the 1 centavos, the 5 centavos, the 10 centavos, the 25 centavos, and the 50 centavos, all between 1962 and 1964. So let's start them up and get them in a line, and let's go through them. So this here, of course, is the 1 centavos coin. It's a famous man sitting with an anvil. He has Mount Mayon in the background, and the puffs of smoke are coming out. It says 1 centavo, no S on the end here. And then at the bottom, of course, it says 1963. We have this kind of beaded or dotted outer rim. Now this coin, they first started making this in 1958. It was worth 1 cent or 0.01 Philippine dollars. And if you tip it up on the side, you see it's much like a US penny. And when we get onto the back, you see that it says bank. Let me get it set up just right here so you can see this a little bit better. Okay, so it says Central Bank of the Philippines in English, and then down here underneath the shield it says Central Bank of the Philippines, also in English, and as a dot. So these are coins that are in English for use in the Philippines. And of course this stems from when the United States of America, the Philippines was part of the United States of America, actually a Commonwealth of the United States of America for many years. Now these coins, this particular coin, they stopped making it in 1963. So 1963 was the last year of the 1 centavos, and they made 130 million of these. Don't think you're going to get rich on one of these. Very little value, maybe 25 to 50 cents US, unless it's in incredibly good condition. Next, we have the 5 centavos, again from 1963, and the camera's a little bit jumpy today. And when we look at this one, we see it's the same man sitting with an anvil, same Mount Mayon. It says 5 F-I-V-E centavos here, and then at the bottom 1963. Now this coin was made from 1958 until 1966. So while the 1 centavo stopped in 1963, the 5 centavos continued to be made until 1966. In 1963, this coin, they made 50 million of them. Still plenty of them around. It's worth about 20 cents US. Not very valuable coin. If we tip it up, we see that it has a smooth rim. And then if we go to the back, we see that it has Central Bank of the Philippines here, same exact, and the shield with the Central Bank of the Philippines in English underneath it. Next up is the really small 10 centavos coin, and this again from 1963. Now the last two coins were made of brass. This coin looks like it's made of silver, but it's not. It's made of a nickel brass. So from 1958 until 1966, they made this 10 centavos coin, but it is not a silver coin. Not a silver coin. It's a nickel brass coin. It has, rather than a man on the back, it has Lady Liberty, and her hand has a hammer resting on an anvil. And again, we have Mount Mayon in the background, and that's Lady Liberty there. If we tip this one over, once again, we see Central Bank of the Philippines, and down here, if we magnify it, we see Republic of the Philippines underneath the banner. Next, we have the 25 centavos coin. Oh, and I should tell you on the 10 centavos coin, they made a lot of these also. So this is the 1963, and they made 50 million of these. This is a 1962 25 centavos, and there's actually a reason for that. And the reason is that the 25 centavos were not made every year. They first started making these in 1958, and they made them in 1958, 1960, 1962, 1964, and 1966. They didn't make it in 1963, so we don't have one from 1963 because they didn't make one that year. So this is the one they were using in 1963. And again, 25 in English, centavos, in Lady Liberty with Mount Mayon in the background. And down here it says 1962. And the next year up from this one would be 1964. Again, Central Bank of the Philippines. And again, we have the banner Republic of the Philippines underneath it. And of course, on that banner, we have the 3 stars of the sun, the eagle holding the arrows, and the olive branch, and the standing lion. This coin, they made 40 million of these. So again, this is another nickel brass coin, not silver, and they made 40 million, so it's worth probably 25 or 30 cents US. Very little value. And then finally, we have the biggest one of them all, and I have this little coin underneath it to kind of prop it up, but this is a 50 centavos, and again, this is from 1964. Turns out they made this in 1958 and 1964, and no years in the middle. So they made it in 58. They did not make it in 59, 60, 61, 62, or 63. So we don't have a 63. We only have, you get to choose on these 50 centavos. You either get the one from 1958 or the one from 1964, or you could get both. Again, Lady Liberty. This is the big coin. It's nickel brass again. It's 10 grams in weight, so it's pretty heavy. And in 1964, they made 25 million of these. This coin is not rare, will never be rare, but it's a great looking coin, and it's worth between 50 cents and $1 US just because it's so big, it's so good looking, and it has a reeded outer rim. And again, if we look at this one, Central Bank of the Philippines around the outside and Republic of the Philippines on the shield underneath. All right, we'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section. Thank you for watching the PHILINDSING Coin channel.